Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I'm going to open up another Softflex Company monthly mystery design kit. And I'm going to have a link for the website. It's www.softflexcompany.com. You'll see a link down there below. You can just scroll down and click on it instead of typing all that in. And I'm also going to have, and here's the back of the card by the way. I'm also going to have a link to their YouTube channel, which I really recommend that you go and check their YouTube channel out because they do openings on these kits that they put out every month, and they also do video tutorials on these kits. And there's several different people that design for Softflex, so you're going to see several tutorials for these kits. And I'm also going to put a link to their Facebook page down there below in the description bar. And if this Spider Queen kit is still available, you will also see a link for the kit down there below in the description bar. Alright, so this kit retails for $33.95, and I think that's everything that I had to tell you. So let's go ahead, open this up, and see what our colors are. I'm going to put this list on the side and refer back to it as I go through this. And I love the packaging here. The gray and purple is really pretty. And it says, "Beautiful things inside." And I also really like this cord. In the last tutorial that I did with this, I used the cord to make a tassel. It was an orange and white twine that was twisted, but I separated the two colors because I just wanted the orange to make an orange tassel. Anyways, I'll put a picture up now if you missed that. I did that video not too long ago. Okay, so I think this is twine or maybe it's hemp. I don't know. But that would look really cool in a tassel because it's really fibery looking. I think it would look neat with different materials like ribbon or like a see how it's like really fibrous looking? Silk cord or something? Anyways, let's see. Oh my gosh, look at the purple. Oh my gosh, that strand. I love the rondelles. I love those rondelles. Those are gorgeous. Okay. Oh, we got some cool spider charms. Alright. Pull that up. This is taped too, so take that off. Am I zoomed in too close? I swear I keep thinking that I'm zoomed in, but I guess it's just on my cameras. So here's the Jesse James kit. And what are those? Is that a crown spacer? Looks awesome. Looks like it's on each side though instead of just one single crown. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Okay, here's the strands. This is my favorite strand in the box. That is so gorgeous. Okay, then we have check fire polish, pinch beads. Looks like melons. Check melons are huge. Wire, and I need my pliers to open this up so I don't rip the bag. Okay. Oh, we have gunmetal. Gunmetal crimp tubes. I don't think I've ever used them. I've used the silver ones and I think gold. Okay, let's go to the list. First thing is Softflex Purple Amethyst Color 0.019 Medium Beading Wire. That's this, and I actually have this in my stash from a previous box. I don't remember if it was Jesse James or Softflex, because see, Jesse James bag, they work together. So I'll look around. It might be the Ursula necklace. or maybe with something else. Anyways, I'll find what I did with that wire, and I will put a picture up now. So this color is gorgeous. It's a very vibrant purple. I love it. And then the next thing is Soft Flex 2x2 millimeter black oxidized sterling silver crimp tube. Oh wow, so it's still sterling even though it's this color. It doesn't look oxidized though, because usually when it's sterling silver is oxidized like this, it's kind of multicolored. It actually looks like it's gunmetal plated, so that's awesome. Their crimps are really good quality. They're very strong. Okay, so I'm going to put things up here after I go through them. The next thing is gunmetal earring wires. I think they're in here. Yeah. Every time I get this kit, I always do big over-the-top necklaces, and I've done bracelets, but I think I've done the earrings one time. I always forget that there's ear wires in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have the ball on them. They're pretty nice. I don't think I have that color in my stash. I think I do on the ones that have the spring, but not like that. I'll put them up here. And then gunmetal lobster claw clasp. This. How awesome. And then Jesse James Bead's custom mix bead mix. I'm not going to open this now because there's so much to go through. I'm going to save this for last. So then I'm going down, and it says the next thing is silver plated spider charms. So that was in the baggie, this baggie with the earring findings. Okay. So this is silver plated spider charms. Those are really cool. They're very detailed. And then right below this on the list, it says silver plated spider web with spider charms. Those are cute. One side just looks like the web, and then the other side has the spider on it. So if you want, you could use them backwards. Those are cool. Okay, I'll set those up there. I'll put that to the side. And then after that is clear fire polish check glass pinch bead. This. These are great for stringing. They also use these in weaving projects, but really I prefer them for stringing. It's triangle shaped from the side, by the way. I'll show you this end. Triangle, see? And lately I've been seeing these in bigger sizes, and also they cut them in half and they call them half pinch beads. Okay. That was the first strand. And then the next one is 6x8 millimeter purple and yellow gem cut check glass rondelles. It kind of looks like it's chartreuse. It says purple and yellow gem. It has a green look, but then it also looks yellow. They're so gorgeous. They look like they're painted. And not two are the same. So it's like a gemstone. They're really amazing. Okay. And then 5mm opalite AB faceted check glass rounds. That's going to be this. These are gorgeous. I love this strand. I swore I used this before, but I want to say it wasn't AB. I think I used it in the Dr. Seuss necklace from soft flex, but I can't remember. I'll have to check my pictures. And this one here is 6mm Lavender AB Faceted Fire Polish Check Glass Rounds. I don't have this color. It's very pale. Pretty. It says Lavender AB. It's actually 2 times AB. It's all over the bead. Usually when you see AB, it's on one side, so that's this here. See that? It's on one side of the bead, not all over. This AB is all over the bead. Yeah, the whole bead is coated, so those are extra fancy. Like those a lot. And then, what's after that? Jet black check glass melon beads. Doesn't say the size, but these are pretty big. Maybe 10mm. These are cool. The bigger this bead is, when you look at it from the side, it's not actually round. It has a funny shape. It's like oblong. Do you see that? From here it looks round though. But I noticed it with the bigger beads. So those are awesome. Okay. Now that was the last thing on the list. So that means I'm gonna go to this here. Okay. I think it's open to the bottom. Nope, it's still not open. Scissors. Where are my scissors? Okay. Oh my gosh, we have teardrops. Okay, that's empty. So let's see. I'm really liking the purple. These beads here is what I was talking about. It kind of looked like a crown. And then there's 2 of them put together. I've never seen a spacer like that. Let's see. What size bead would I want to use it with? Not that one. It needs to be smaller. Maybe this one? Maybe the white and black one. I'll see. Maybe I'll use one of those. So that's cool. There is 4 of them. They're thick metal, by the way. And they got weight to them, so they're really nice. Okay. And then we have a bunch of bead caps, which really bring all of this together. Bead caps, so that's awesome. Also, it has that lacy web look for the spider, so that's great. And then we have some Chinese crystal beads, rondelles, dark purple, beautiful. Oh, there's 4. There it is. Alright. And then we have these epoxy, I think it's epoxy. It has AB crystals embedded in them. Extremely sparkly. I prefer the AB crystals in these beads over than just the transparent ones, because they're so sparkly. Like those. And then, let's see, we have some black and white stripe. These are acrylic or resin. I love those. Okay, we have some 10mm, looks like purple beads, rounds. And then this bead here, I have some of these in my stash. They're really cool. I don't know how they make this. I swear that's a plastic thing in the middle, like a sequin, and it's all flashy. And it's a glass bead, so I don't know how they do that. There are these here. This is purple. This is cool. So these are the rondelles with the crystals embedded in the sides. But it's purple instead of silver or gold. So I didn't even know those existed. Okay. And then we have them in gunmetal. There it is. There's 4 of those. And I really love this rectangle one. I don't see this shape very often, and I have a lot of Czech crystal in my stash. This rectangle is so pretty. Color's gorgeous. And then we have these Czech crystal. It's like a milky white with a luster finish. Those are nice. Okay. And these are maybe 7mm Czech fire polish beads. This is purple iris. Those are gorgeous. Alright. And these here, these are either resin or acrylic, but I kind of think they're more resin because it looks like they're poured into a mold, and this is the top. Do you see how it looks like? Like, that's how resin looks when you pour it in molds. So that would be in the top. Anyways, I love these beads. They're very sparkly, and the stones don't fall off because it's part of the bead. Okay, still going. We have these here. These are spacer beads, but I love to use these for connections because they're so big. They have big openings. There's also another one like this that has like a rope. This one looks more like a beaded. It's called beading. But I have some in my stash where this part here looks more like a rope that gets twisted. Okay, and we have more spider charms. Are these different than the ones we got here? Yeah, these are not antiqued, and this one is. But I think the legs are also different. Okay, so there's 2 of those, and there's this black one. I really like the black one. And then we have hematite square beads. I've never seen this in a square bead. I have a lot of hematite in my stash, but I've never seen it like that. Okay. And I'm still in frame, yeah. And then we have more bead caps. There's 4 here. These are flat though, so they would have to go on the side of a big bead. They're really pretty. Okay. We have 2 teardrops. And I love wire wrapping these. Holes right there on the point. Pretty. Put in this. And then we have 2, this is Chinese glass by the way, and so is this. There's 2 faceted teardrops. And then I love these. This is like milk glass cubes, more Chinese crystal. Those are cool. So hello everyone, I'm back, and I have been playing with the Softflex Spider Queen kit of the month, and this is what I have created. With this kit, I really wanted to do a necklace again, and so that was the first thing I made, was this necklace here, and I wanted it to be long. So, it's really pretty. This pattern section here is my favorite. I really love these green and purple rondelles. I just had to use them, and I felt like everything went together really well in this box, so it was like very easy for me to just pretty much string everything together. And when I went to use this bead here, this was in the Jesse James baggie, the little packet thing. Anyways, I noticed that this bead didn't want to work side by side with a lot of the other beads. The only bead that it set really good with was the, I think it was 7 or 8 millimeter purple check fire polish. It's this bead right here, but it's inside the end. It just fits perfectly. So I use those with those there, and there's 4 of those metal ones. But here is the necklace that I did, and I'm gonna go like this. This was the back. I just did the back like this because I still wanted it to be longer. I actually had the design stopping here, but I felt like I wanted it to be longer. And so I thought, since this is kind of hidden behind the neck, why don't I just use some of my leftover beads, which was this here behind the neck. And so I did. So those are the pinch beads with the hematite squares. But anyways, I'm just gonna show you close up. There's my closure. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through so you can see the pattern that I did. Okay, and even though it seems like there's a ton of beads in this necklace, I still had stuff left over. So I was like, well, I would love to have a matching bracelet because I really love the spider charms. And so I made this, and the beads that I had left over were just perfect for the bracelet. Like, some of them were oddballs and stuff, but look at how darn cute that is. It's adorable. And this bead here, I kind of realized that it almost looks like the egg thing for a spider. You know how spider eggs, it's like a ball, right? And the little crystals are like the eyes glowing. So I thought that kind of looked like a spider egg sac thing. So anyways, there is my bracelet. I have the silver spider, the antiqued one in the middle, and then the black ones, and then the webs on the sides there. And I really love the striped beads. Now, only things that I used from my stash for this that I didn't have in the kit was wire protectors, which I never really use. I only use them because I had them, really. And split rings for the closure, because I think that's the most secure. I did a split ring on this one and the wire protectors. And then jump rings for the charms. I think that was the only thing I used from my stash. Yeah, okay, so that was the necklace and the bracelet. And I already completed those because that's just simple crimping. I've already done tutorials on that. So for this video, the tutorial that I'm going to show you is how to make this earring here. This here, so I made this first, and then I had leftovers. I made this, and I still had leftovers. And I'm like, well, I wanted to use those drops, and I didn't get to. I should use those in earrings. And I still had 2 spiders to use up. Actually, I had 3 over here. By the way, this is my leftover beads. This is all that I have left. I did not intentionally mean to use just about every bead, but I pretty much did. I do have 2 ear wires and crimp tubes there that I couldn't use, but I did use I'm going to be using 6 crimp tubes. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to make this earring. It's very simple, and there's different ways you can do it. I basically made a hoop right here, and then I made a second one because I wanted to crimp it and then attach my earring finding to it. But if you don't like how this looks, what you can do is crimp directly underneath or in between these 2 rondelles, and then put your spider charm on. And then to attach the earring finding, you can connect a chain here and here on the sides of the rondelle, and then you have like a triangle shape, bring it up here and put a little jump ring through your tiny, it'd just be like, I don't know, depends on the size of your chain, maybe like 4 or 5 chain links on each side. That would be a really thin chain. Put a jump ring on and then an earring finding. So that's another idea. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to make this, and you don't have to have the same beads, by the way. You can use seed beads if you want from your stash. They don't have to be 11 O's. You can do 8 O's, 6 O's. You can pretty much use any beads you want right here. I know that a lot of us have teardrop beads in our stash. I only had 2 of these and I just used both of them. But yeah, you can use whatever you have in your stash for this earring design right here, alright? So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do the earrings. I'm going to clean off my work surface and I will be back. So before I dive into the earrings, there was one other thing I wanted to tell you guys. So I do have one extra spider left over, and I was thinking about, since I don't have any spiders in the necklace, and this is a matching set that I'm making, I was thinking what I should do is go into my stash and get a short piece of chain, maybe 1 inch long, with a small jump ring, attach it to this ring here, and suspend the last spider from the little piece of chain, like he's coming down from a web, and that would be on the back of the neck. So that's just another design idea. I think I might do that because I think it would look really cool, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that. And I didn't have the time to go digging for the chain, but that was another thing that I wanted to do to that necklace. Alright, so let's go to the earring here. And by the way, I already had the amethyst, purple amethyst color right here in my stash, and I thought instead of me using a new spool, I might as well continue working on the one that I had. So that's why I have 2 spools here. Alright, now for this earring, I don't cut a length of wire. I am one of those people that are very conservative, especially on this kind of material here, this wire. It's pricey. So I don't like to waste it. And also, I love working off of a spool because it's a bead stopper. It's basically a bead stopper. It keeps your beads from falling off, and I felt like it helped me to do it this way, okay? So I'm just taking some wire out, maybe 10, 12 inches of wire, okay, like that. And the first thing you're going to want to do, especially if you're making like the way I did, and by the way, earlier when I said you can use seed beads if you want, where I would use seed beads in place of the beads that I'm using is in place of the pinch beads. So where I have these clear pinch beads, I would do like 6 of seed beads there. And then the rest, in case you want to know about the sizes, if you want to make something similar, this bead here, this check fire polish, is a 6mm. This one, I believe, is an 8 or it's a 7. And then this here, I think that might be like a 6x8, maybe 6x9, the rondelle. And I don't know the size of the teardrop. And then those up there, I think they're like 4x6, those 2 rondelles. Okay, but you don't have to have the same exact size. Totally play around with size. But if you do make an earring like this, you are going to want more weight down here at the bottom, and then have smaller beads there at the top. And if you were to do the chain like I said here, you would probably want to put like a small jump ring here on the sides, maybe a 6mm on the side, attach your chain to that, and then up to a jump ring, and then the earring finding. But anyways, I have my crimp hidden underneath of my earring finding, and these ear wires are so perfect for this project because most earring findings, the one that has a little spring and the ball on it, they have an eye loop, I guess I would say. This one here is shaped like a teardrop. Do you see that? So I had to flatten my crimp, which was perfect because it fit perfectly in that little hole right there. See? And my ear wire is the same color, so it's really not noticeable. And I tried them on, by the way. They look really good on. They're awesome. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to string is my crimp tube. Okay? And I'm using that felted bead board, so I really can't pick anything up off my surface with it. My end, so I gotta do it by hand. So crimp tube, 2 pinch beads, and then these 2 rondelles, the small one. Okay, my charm will be sitting here, and you know what? I forgot to put my charm onto my jump ring. So I'm going to do that now. The jump ring I'm using is an 8mm, by the way. And the 2 split rings that I'm using in the bracelet for the closure and the necklace are also 8mm. So, got that lined up. So actually, I need to have this strung on in between my 2 rondelles. So, like that. Okay, and then 3 pinch beads. 1, 2, 3, 6mm check fire polish. These are AB on one side. And then the 7 or 8, I should have measured those. And then the larger rondelle, my teardrop. This is a side hole, by the way. You can use a teardrop that has the hole on the top, but if you do, you're going to want to put a jump ring through it, and then it would go in between your beads. So there's always a way around something if you don't have the right stuff for a project. There are some designs that I make, though, that you have to have the exact beads and sizes to make it work. So I just did those there, like the focal for the center. Okay, and this is my side right here, pinch beads. I have 3 pinch beads to put on, and then after this, and I left a gap here as a reminder so I don't forget to pass through the 2 rondelles and the spider charm. Okay, and then once you have this strung up, what you're going to want to do, make sure that your spider charm is sitting like that, is you're going to want to go like this. Okay, make a circle, and this is going to pass through, get that pinch bead out of the way, like this, through the 2 rondelles and through the spider charm, or whatever charm you want in the middle. It does not have to be a spider. Bird would be cute. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this down like that. That's the back. Like this. Now see, I have this already strung on here. See? So I just have to put my 2 pinch beads on this side. 1 and 2. Like this. And if you feel like this is too short, you can make it longer. All you have to do is push this here, see, with this. See, if I didn't have this spool in here, I would probably drop those beads off. I would probably be fussing with it, it would be annoying, but the spool is saving those beads. It's not letting it fall off the wire. So if you want, you can go like this, push this side, and make this longer for you. But really, I feel like that's such a waste. I don't need much wire at all. I'm just going to go back to that pinch bead. So I have like a 1-inch tail. Okay, and I just want to take this wire and go through this little crimp tube. And if you want, you could, even after you get through there, you could still make this shorter, because there really is no need to waste that wire. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to grab my plier and just pull this here, do some adjusting. I'm going to take my other plier, hold it here, okay, and just go like that, make sure it's tight, and just flatten this crimp. Now, you're going to want to flatten it straight. Don't do it this way. Make sure you flatten it like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna let go of it there and make sure that's tight. You can come in from this side I actually should have used these, my crimp tool, because it's like a needle nose at the end, but it gets in there, see, because it's so skinny, it really gets down in there. And then we cut off the wire. And there's like no waste. We wasted half an inch of wire. That's nothing. Okay, and then we just put this on. Open this. String it on. String it on. Place it on. And then close it shut. So see, that's why I crimped it straight. Because of the ear wires. See that? So it just worked out really good. I think there's a lot of earrings you can make like this. This is the first time I've done this with beading wire, by the way. Now I use Soft Flex, which is really supple, but you can try the cheaper stuff and see if it works, but you will want to use chunky beads like I did here. These are kind of chunky, and even though, you know, there's like bigger beads in here, these actually aren't that heavy. So there's my earring, and I really do like that I was able to have the clear up here, because it's like it's part of the spider web from the spider, and he's dangling down from his web, right? And then I have those brighter colors there at the bottom, so I think it turned out pretty good. This is it. I hope that you enjoyed the kit opening and also the tutorial, and I hope that I also inspired you to just play around with your beads and your wire and see what you can come up with. This jewelry making thing is all experimental, and over time you will just learn what works and what doesn't work, and of course it is also great to learn from others and their mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes too. And that's why I always tell you guys the mistakes I make so you don't make those mistakes. So this is it, and remember, I will have a link to softflexcompany.com down there below in the description bar, and I'm also going to have a link to their YouTube channel. I recommend that you go to their YouTube channel, watch their videos. Every month when they put out these kits, they do tutorials with the kit. So this is it. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos, and follow me on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.